Hi, these comments are for AE. I am Michael from OTC Online TOEFLcourse.com, and you are one of my TOEFL Speaking Bootcamp course students, and I'm getting ready to listen to your speaking practice test. And you had a question here. Let me take a look at it right here. This is a common problem here. So you say, I'm struggling with independent speaking, although I'm practicing. Now, you can't use although and but in the same sentence. That creates what's called a mixed construction, right? Okay, so let's look at what you said here. You say, although I'm practicing, it's hard for me to come up with personal examples. I really need your help. Well, if you can't come up with any personal examples, then imagine them. Make them up, right? Can you do that? If you can't think of anything specific in your own personal life, just make it up. Make it sound good. Why not? Right? So use your imagination here. Okay, so let's listen to your practice test. I'm going to see how you did with this one. So you're talking about food. I mean, come on, if we're talking about food, you got to have some personal experiences on food. We eat food every day. So is it easier to eat healthy food today than it was in the past? I mean, 3 or 4 times a day we're eating. What are we eating, right? Meat, potatoes, rice, vegetables, fruits, and then we have our junk foods, all of those things. I mean, this is a topic that you have to be familiar with because everybody eats or we die, right? All right, let's see how you do on this
I
one.
don't think that it's easier to eat healthy food nowadays because it is time consuming and expensive as compared to fast food. First, shopping and cooking of the healthy food is a very long and time consuming process. For instance, I am a pharmacy technician. I have to do work around 48 hours per week. Therefore, I don't have time to go for shopping and grocery and cook meal for myself. That's why I prefer to order my meal from any fast food outlet. Second, healthy food is really expensive. For instance, last Saturday I threw a party at my home and I ordered burger, fries, sandwiches and coke for my friends. Although I just paid around $45, that is really affordable for me. On the other hand, if I would cook meal at home, then definitely I would have to spend around $100. That is really expensive. I don't think that it's easier.
Whew, you got to take a breath in there. You're making me tired. So there's a fine line between going too fast and then going too slow. I think here you're too fast actually. That's hard to believe, but you are. So the key is you have to have a distinct pause at the end of each sentence. Now you can pause after each thought group like you're doing, and it doesn't have to be as long as a pause at the end of the sentence, but you do have to have those pauses in there. You have to give your audience a chance to take in your ideas. And I thought that you did a pretty good job with your topic development on this one. I think the delivery is killing your speech right now, but I think topic development wasn't bad. I'm going to put you at 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. Let's listen to it one more time.
I don't think that it's easier to eat healthy food nowadays because it is time consuming and expensive as compared to fast food.
So you're saying time consuming, but
First, shopping,
it's time consuming. So the T sound, you have to pronounce that with more aspiration. Time, time consuming.
cooking of the healthy food is a very long and time consuming process. For instance, I'm a
No, no, no. Before, for instance, you have to have a pause. You'll say it's a lot more difficult to eat healthy food today, for instance, and then you kind of go on from there.
pharmacy technician. I have to do work around 48 hours per week. Therefore, I don't have time to go for shopping and grocery and cook meal for myself. That's why I prefer to order my meal from any fast food outlet. Second,
You got to slow down. At least have a distinct pause at the end of each sentence. Can you do that? Right? So pacing, you're having problems with pacing.
healthy food is really expensive. For instance, last Saturday I threw a party at my home and I ordered
I threw a party at my home.
burger, fries, sandwiches, and coke for my friends. Although I just paid around $45, that is really affordable for me. On the other hand, if I would cook meal at home, then
Now, Okay, okay.
Definitely, I would have to spend around $100. That is really expensive. I don't think that.
That's really expensive compared to, and kind of go from there. So I think that you did a pretty good job coming up with your personal examples, so that's good. I think the delivery here, you're speaking very quickly, but you're just a little bit too fast, believe it or not. So your pronunciation is generally clear, but it's not clear, right? So that's the difference between the 4 and the 3. So I'm going to give you a 3, 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. So as you're doing your pronunciation practice, right? I want you as you go through one of those accent reduction videos, you'll see with the sentences and the paragraphs, I want you to really pay attention to my pacing and my pausing. And then you can listen to me read the paragraph, and then you kind of read behind me, and then see if you can follow my pacing, my tone, my blending, and so on. Okay, so keep working in that area. That's so maybe at one point you were speaking too slowly, but now you're speaking too quickly. So you must find the middle ground. And then that's going to get you up to what's called speech is clear, as opposed to right now, speech is generally clear, but not completely clear. All right, thank you.